There's his arm rolled around his head.
You're not even looking.
Yeah, I was.
Because that's him.
No,
That's
it's
his
not.
feet.
Yeah. He was cut in half and his feet were flipped around the other way.
Hey, I'm here to tell you that the lies that you've been living is here to bite. And you need to come clean with what happened so that you don't look like an animal, the person that destroyed and a cold-blooded killer that would do this to Anthony. What happened inside that trailer? You know as well as I know what this is and what happened in that trailer. I need you to tell me.
This is 51-year-old Penny Pospisil, who goes on to make some unsettling statements about a man who was recently discovered dead in the most horrible way.
He liked young girls. Very young.
On December 30th, 2019, Melbourne police finally decided to investigate a camper that was emitting a stomach-churning smell after receiving several complaints. The smell from the camper had plagued the people for months, and they had no idea the source of the odor was the dismembered, decomposing body of someone they knew well.
It's unfortunate that things like this do happen, but it's the nature of the beast and where we live today.
What follows is a succession of scary and crazy moments. Detectives were astonished to find the heart gone from the body and quickly learned that the cadaver appeared to have no internal organs and genitals. Some nasty revelations awaited the detectives. Let us start from the beginning. In Sutter County, Florida, an RV camper had become a problem for the neighbors due to the intense foul smell that emanated from it. Residents would often ask 51-year-old Penny Pospisil why her RV stank, but Penny paid little attention to their inquiries and often ignored them. They often observed her using a communal washroom instead of her own RV. The smells seemed to only grow stronger in the next few months. Frustrated neighbors attempted to contact the authorities but received no response. Months passed before the authorities decided to investigate. They also wanted to interrogate Penny because she hadn't paid her lot fees by December 30th, 2019. Melbourne police turned up in Sumner County only to discover that it had been moved to an RV park in Brevard County, Florida, some months earlier. Later that day, they managed to spot her RV in the new trailer park. However, Penny wasn't there. She'd gone to visit her family for Christmas. However, police decided to take a look inside Penny's camper anyway. Although it was untidy inside, that didn't seem to explain the strong, putrid malodor emanating from it. However, there was no disclaimer for what they were about to find. In the shower, initially the scene appeared to be blood-soaked chaos. However, upon closer observation, there was a severely decomposed glob of what seemed like human flesh. Penny Pospisil was arrested right away. She was questioned about who or what the bloody glob was, but she refused to even acknowledge what was left of the corpse. She denied ownership of the camper or to accept that before the Christmas break, she had been living with a severely decomposed dead body. Who was this person whose life was taken away limb by limb?
So you don't know why you're here, is that what you're saying? Okay. What's your relationship with Anthony Mitchell?
He was my fiance.
Okay. And what happened to Anthony Mitchell?
We went back to Europe.
I'm sorry?
We went back to Europe.
You went back to Vero? When did you go back to Vero?
October,
You went back to Vero in October
2018.
Okay. Did you take him back to Vero?
Yes.
Okay. Where's he at now?
Okay.
You have no clue where he's at now.
Mhm.
But you were with him.
Yes,
Where were you with him before you came back to Europe?
we went back to something.
Okay. And how long were you with him with Ken's off?
Until December.
Okay. So you're telling me that he came back to be there with you and let Ken's off? When?
In October.
The body itself provided the first insight into the body. The deceased body was a man who had undergone surgery in which a small iron tool was placed in the spine. Using this information, he was identified as 55-year-old Anthony Franklin Mitchell, with whom Penny had a romantic relationship and shared the RV.
You're looking at Anthony Franklin Mitchell.
In your
In your RV trailer. You know? What are you looking at? No? No?
That's your argument.
That's your RV and that's
Turns on.
oh, no.
They lived together for months in Sumter County, Florida, before Penny moved into Lake Pan RV Village in Brevard County alone in the summer of 2018. Delving deeper into who Anthony was, investigators discovered that he was a disabled man born in 1963. He last contacted his family on August 22, 2018. After that day, no calls were received at his end, nor did he make any. He wasn't seen or heard from again until police discovered him dismembered with his heart internal organs.
Yeah.
How did this happen? Tell me your side of the story, because without your side of the story, listen to me, okay? Just let's hear me out, okay? You've got this inside a trailer. This body has been cut up, okay? Cut in half. At the pelvis area, it was cut in half.
Arms removed.
Arms cut off. Those toes are full of fat and tissue of Anthony. Okay? The trailer is only owned by you and Anthony. You telling us you stayed in this trailer all the way up until December.
Yes.
Okay? He's been dead since August. Inside the trailer since August. How did this happen? Help yourself, because one, hear me out, one, you're sick, okay? And right now, with all of this inside a trailer and all the stories that you have provided to a bunch of different people, it's hard. It's very, very hard when something happens and you forget that you have. You ever heard the story about crying wolf? Okay. When you tell so many different stories, it's hard to remember everything that you said. A lie starts like this, and it keeps growing and growing and growing, right?
Comes back to bite you in the ass.
Okay. Well, hey, I'm here to tell you that the lies that you've been living is here to bite, and you need to come clean with what happened.
According to the forensics, Penny was the sole.
According to the forensics, Penny was the sole suspect in Anthony's murder. Her son, 24-year-old Frank, whom she frequently visited and talked with, quickly became detectives' second priority for an interview. During questioning, Frank admitted to having seen the body in his mother's RV after Anthony's murder. She also threatened him with pinning the crime on him if he refused to help clean the remains. Frank revealed other revelations, including the exact sequence, or should we say disorder, of events that occurred inside Penny's RV.
What happened inside that trailer?
I would never have hurt him.
Then what happened? What happened? What happened to him?
I don't know.
You told Frank that he choked you and you stabbed him.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did. You told Frank you killed him. Frank was in the trailer.
No, he was not.
He saw that. He described that to us. We didn't show him these pictures.
Yeah.
He described exactly what's there.
And guess what else he said?
Right?
He also told us that you told him if he doesn't help you clean up the body, that you were going to pin it on him.
Bullshit.
Well, why would he say this?
Did you do that or what did he say?
Both.
No, he said.
He said it. He told us that Monday.
Monday?
Yeah, we talked to him Monday.
Okay.
So, why?
Yeah.
Why? What happened?
I don't even know what this is.
That's Anthony Franklin Mitchell. Dead in your RV.
You know as well as I know what this is and what happened in that trailer. I need you to tell me what happened.
You want me to say that I killed him? No, I didn't.
I want to know how we got in there.
I don't know.
Did he choke you out too much and you hit him or something happened? Self-defense?
No.
Did he die in the trailer of natural causes and you got scared and didn't know what to do?
No.
So how did we get to this point?
Good question.
Because you told me already that you dropped him off
And Vera.
in October.
Yes.
And Vera.
Well, it was evidently beforehand because when they finally became friends.
The reasons for the murder were considerably more intricate. Penny told her son that Anthony had tried to choke her, and in defense, she stabbed him. But when Penny was confronted again during the interrogation, she maintained her shock and denial regarding Anthony's death. It was difficult to reconcile the soft-spoken demeanor of this woman with the possibility that she was responsible for the numerous injuries on Anthony's body. But Anthony's cause of death was strangulation, and there appeared to be a lot of bitterness in that act.
Very good relationship.
Okay, tell me about it.
He was abusive, verbally, mentally, physically. He liked young girls, very young. 10, 12.
The police also conducted interviews in Anthony and Penny's old neighborhood, Lake Pan RV Village in Sumter County. People in this neighborhood knew Anthony, and when he suddenly stopped appearing, they inquired with Penny about his whereabouts. Penny informed them that Anthony died of natural causes and was cremated.
Told somebody he died of a heart attack. He told another person he died of pancreatic cancer. He told another person he died of a stroke. When you can't even remember how many different ways you said he's died. You said he went to see his mother. He died up there.
What are you talking about?
That's exactly what
We're trying to figure that out also.
That's all the stuff we've been told about you. The stories you've given other people about poor Anthony's death.
You told your own son that he attacked you and you stabbed him and killed him.
No, I didn't.
You didn't stab him.
No.
But you told your son that.
No, I didn't.
Why would your son lie?
I don't know.
Penny had been living with Anthony's remains for nearly 6 months. During that time, she continued to use Anthony's credit cards, bank accounts, and Social Security benefits. Despite the overwhelming evidence implicating Penny in crimes against Anthony, she remained adamant in her claims of innocence. However, when it came time for trial, Penny pleaded guilty to all 3 charges. Circuit Judge Mary Pater handed down the maximum sentence on all counts. Penny was sentenced to life imprisonment for second-degree murder, along with consecutive sentences of 15 years for the abuse of a human corpse and 5 years for grand theft of over $300 but less than $20,000. The case was prosecuted by Daniel Garakthi and Donald McCatherine. The prosecution described the killing as particularly brutal and heinous, with Mitchell suffering violent injuries before being strangled to death. Anthony's death was not only violent, but made even more unsettling by the fact that he was trapped in a disabled body and a toxic relationship. Did he ask for help and none came, or did he not seek assistance because he never expected the situation to escalate so far? Since Penny never came forward about what truly happened, we may never fully know what transpired in her RV. We are left with questions, and in the absence of more information, they remain unanswered. Did Penny act in self-defense? Who was the true victim of abuse in this case? Or was it a relationship between two people trying to overpower one another? Share your thoughts in the comments below.